Welcome everyone. Welcome to today's Fire Sign live readings. We're looking at the week of May 9th through May 15th of 2022, and we're going to do Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius today. So, timestamps, guys, if you come in to watch the replay, please check in the description box and you'll just click Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and it'll take you where you want to go. I see everybody coming in. Hi, Diana. Hi, Sandra. Thank you all for helping me today. Junior is with us today. Oh, look at Diana. She's trying to do both Facebook and YouTube. Super cool. Excuse me. All right. So I did share out today. My throat and my voice is going to be a pain today. So bear with me, guys. But I do want to talk about Jupiter and Aries. I know you guys noticed that I went ahead and put all of our 4 elements and 4 lives out. And the reason I did that is because I really want everyone to notice Jupiter. It actually happens on the same day that Mercury goes retrograde. On May 10th, Jupiter will move into Aries. And right about that time, there's actually several planets moving into Aries, guys. So if you have Aries in your chart in a major aspect, I have a sun in several different aspects. My Mercury is actually in Aries. But so I do feel like if you have a lot of Aries on your chart, these astrological events that are happening can very much be used as a tool, and you can really use them to see where it is that you are, what you're supposed to be doing, and where you're headed. So for those of you Aries out there like me, just make sure to pay attention to all these planets that are moving into Aries. It is weird. It is a little unique that there's so many of them getting ready to come in at the same time. But I want to talk about Jupiter, and I want us to keep the focus on the positive. Is it kind of scary, some of the planets that are moving into Aries? Yes. Does it mean that there's going to be some challenges? Yes, but life is about challenges, right? If there was no challenges, what would we do? We'd just be bored all the time, right? All right. So the way I explained it this morning, I was talking to a friend of mine about Jupiter in Aries. She said, "Why is it so exciting? Why is it so special?" And I'm going to break it down for you as simple as possible. Aries is the sign that represents the self, the individual. It's about passion and drive. Aries is the new beginning. Jupiter is our largest planet, and it represents wisdom and expansion and good fortune. So, right away, all those things are good, right? And this event that's starting, it's actually starting a brand new course around the universe for Jupiter, right? And this will affect the next 10 or 12 years of your life. So, whatever expansion, growth, wisdom you gain in this time, whatever good fortune comes in, it's going to last for a long time. And Jupiter in Aries is going to bring us new heroes, new artists, new healers, and teachers. And these people are going to be ready to build a new and better world instead of only complaining about the old one. So, guys, my guidance for you is to pay attention to the positive aspects. Jupiter moving into Aries is positive. It's going to bring a massive explosion in our 3D world, physical things that we can see, physical actions that we're going to be taking. So, my guidance to you is strap your shoelaces and get ready because things are really fixing to take off. So that's going to be the astrology that we're going to focus on all week. I've pulled out magical times, and what we're going to do is we're going to look and see how is Jupiter moving into Aries going to affect each 12 sign as we go through the weekend. All right, guys, let me grab a drink just really quickly. I see that Diana is trying to be on Facebook too. Diana, I'm not sure how the moderator works on Facebook. I'm not sure, like, if you can see all the comments or if you're only seeing the comments that are on our page. But let me know if it looks like there's a whole bunch or if there's just a few. I think what I'm going to have to do is add you ladies to my StreamYard, and then you'll be able to see all the comments from all the locations at one time. We'll get it figured out eventually, I promise. All right, let's timestamp. Honey, do you remember the Ludens? I'm just reminding you of the Ludens. Look, I'm gonna type it in just in case he's got the volume down, because I know he does. There, he'll see that. All right, let's timestamp. Let's get started. I've jabbered enough. Let's do an even 5:30 for Aries. So Aries, this is going to be for the week of May 9th through May 15th of 2022. And I am using magical times. If you didn't watch the intro, I do recommend watching it because I talked about Jupiter moving into Aries along with several other planets. But I really want us to put the focus on the positive. I don't want you to miss out, Aries, on the big expansion that's fixing to come in. So I want to put the focus on Jupiter moving into Aries. So with magical times, I want to see, Aries, what is the energy for May 9th through May 15th? How is Jupiter going to affect you, Aries? Wow, yes, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, and beautiful. All right, so happiness comes out first. And I do feel like Aries, it's going to bring you a lot of happiness because it's going to help you grow something that you've been working on for a long time. But it says immense delight can be found in the smallest of things. Cultivate fluttering moments of joy. Destiny comes out, and I do feel like as this expansion comes through, it is going to help you fulfill your destiny. It says acknowledge your mission, align with your purpose. You have gifts to share with the world. And the journey card, of course, comes out, and it says focus on how far you've come, Aries, not how far you have to go. You will find help in unexpected places. So that's interesting. Is it possible that Jupiter is going to bring Aries assistance? Definitely. All right, so I pulled the energy oracle cards out to do our main spread for Aries. All right, Aries, let's see. What is the challenge or obstacle of the week of May 9th through May 15th? Look, the journey card comes back out. Interesting. That's twice, Aries. All tied up. And a broken heart in reverse. So I'm glad to see it in reverse. So the journey card very much tells me that you have some sort of direction. It's not in reverse. She's very much headed where she wants to go. And whenever it's upside right, I always notice like the one arrow is pointing this way and the rest of them are going the opposite way. So she's definitely going like against the grain. All tied up in reverse. So all tied up upside right says that you're not dealing with something. You're trying to stay busy so you don't have to focus on something, Aries. And all tied up tells me that it's like you're finally ready to deal with a situation. And most likely the situation is healing from some sort of broken heart. All right, let's pull a little tarot for Aries. Let me know. Can you guys hear and see? Okay, everything's coming out. All right. Let me know if you can hear any music. All right, I am going to use the Triple Goddess Tarot. Let's look at that journey card. Try to catch it with my elbow. So the Seven of Pentacles comes out, and the Seven of Pentacles does say, oh, I'm so sorry. The Seven of Pentacles does say that you're planting seeds. You're having to be patient and you're having to wait for something. Aries does not like to wait for anything. And we have Scorpio coming out. So the Death card comes out. Some sort of transformation. You're waiting for something to end. All right, let's look at all tied up. So I feel like you were resisting this before. And the reason it comes out in lesson learned is because it's in reverse. So you're finally ready to deal with the situation, Aries. So we have the Six of Pentacles coming out. So the Six of Pentacles is very much about help or assistance. And then we have the Moon coming out. Interesting. So illusions. So it is very possible that this is about emotions, especially with the broken heart coming out in reverse. It's like someone helped you with these abundant emotions that you had. Sadness definitely comes to me. It's not like happy emotions with the moon. It's definitely like a sadness. It's like you finally release this. Someone helped you do that because that's what the Six of Pentacles says. Let's look at that broken heart in reverse. Finally mending it. I've always noticed that the broken heart starts out mended and then it's still ripped at the bottom, like it's still crying at the bottom. So seeing it in reverse definitely tells me like it's very possible, Aries, that you're healing, you're healed, it's finally over, it's finally done. And look what comes out. But the Emperor himself, the Emperor, of course, representing Aries, very much about taking control, taking your power back. It's power. It's several. So we have the Six of Swords, Six of Wands, I'm sorry, coming out of victory. The Seven of Swords did come out, but I am taking 2 and 2. And I feel like it's just something you didn't believe. Like you didn't believe this was going to happen. You didn't believe you would be able to achieve this victory. I feel like you've probably been struggling from this broken heart for quite some time, Aries. All right, Aries, let's do guidance next. And I am going to use the Sacred Traveler. So we're asking your higher self, Aries, what is the guidance for the week of May 9th through May 15th? So we have Voyage of the Heart. Love flows through you and to you. That's definitely true, especially if you've healed this broken heart. Choosing your path, all is possible. So it's like you've opened new doors as this healing has come in, and begin now. Take your first step. So I do feel like you're at the beginning of some sort of new journey, Aries. All right, let's close it out with the Moonology oracles. And these are going to help with your thoughts and emotions. It is very possible that you are very emotional at the beginning of the week, Aries, but I do feel like that clears out as you move through. So what's expanding for Aries is definitely about love. Anytime there's a heart issue, like a heart blockage, any stagnant energy, Aries, it definitely could keep you from being able to open up to new things. And I feel like as you finally bring closure to something, it gives you some sort of victory and you're able to open up to all these new possibilities. We have adjustments are required, and it is falling on the journey card. It's time to take action. Most likely that is the adjustment. It's new moon in Aries. And nothing will come of the situation is coming out at the end. Nothing will come of the situation is that Void of Course moon. Not my favorite card in this deck, but it very much says it's possible, Aries, that you're overthinking something. And I don't know, I'm an Aries sun with Aries all in my chart, and I overthink everything. So I can definitely resonate with that message. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope this reading was helpful. If it was, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all those good things. And I'm just going to clean up really quickly, guys, and we'll jump to Leo. Hi, Jenna. Oh, that's kind of cool. Who's typing on the Facebook that makes it look like me? It says purplelunarose currently on Aries. That's so cool. Look at us learning new stuff all the time. All right, so cleaning up from Aries. Aries is definitely focused on the journey this week. I do feel like some sort of expansion comes in for Aries, especially if you're dealing with twin flame journey. I don't think it's a coincidence that Jupiter and Mercury are coming. Mercury goes into retrograde in Gemini at the same time that Jupiter moves into Aries. Just not a coincidence. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah, so guys, Divine Strength, remember, is also going to be a moderator on our Facebook. So that is super cool. All right, so almost done. I'd like to see if that journey card comes back out. All right. I got some white fingernail polish on my table. So now we're gonna have to get a new table cover. It's gonna drive me crazy. I know you guys can't even see it. All right, let me grab a drink just real quick. All right, let's timestamp Leo. Let's do 1608 for Leo. And this is going to be for the week of May 9th through May 15th, Leo. We are using magical times, and our intention is, how is Jupiter affecting Leo as Jupiter moves into Aries? Don't forget, Leo, we also have Mercury retrograde on May 10th. So I want us to put the focus on Jupiter. Jupiter is about good fortune. What good things are coming in for Leo? How will Jupiter moving into the action sign of Aries affect Leo May 9th through May 15th? The happiness card coming back out. I feel like that's not really too shocking because Jupiter is a happy planet. It's exciting things. So I definitely feel like we're going to start to feel a little bit more happiness, be able to see more moments of joy, that type of situation. The faith card also comes out and it says, believe you are not alone. Spirit is right beside you. Ask for guidance and it will come. So Leo, you've definitely been going through something that's difficult, emotional. I'm sensing a lot of emotions. Gentleness comes out and it says strength is gentle, true kindness has wings, love in action endures. And then the dance card is on the bottom. So you have all these like light-hearted cards, like really light, happy, like go dance in the rain type of energy cards. But I'm not really sensing that from you, Leo. I feel like you've actually been going through something that's like really emotional. It's really heavy. And Spirit's telling you this is what's ahead. All right. Let's pull the energy oracle out and do the main spread for Leo. Let's see, what is the challenge or obstacle for Leo? May 2nd through May 9th. May 2nd through May 9th. Ooh, the journey card coming back out. How weird. This time in reverse. Lesson learned, the temple path. So Leo, you know you're exactly where you're supposed to be, but you're definitely struggling on the journey. And let's look at outcome for Leo. We have the first chakra. That's going to be the root chakra. I've seen something about the root chakra this morning. Oh, Leo. I did. I seen something about the root chakra like right before we started the lives. All right. So the journey card in reverse just tells me that I'm most likely talking to someone who's on a twin journey. If you're not on the twin journey, then you're just feeling lost. You're feeling like, I don't know why all this is happening. Where am I supposed to go from here? With Jupiter and all these different planets moving into Aries, the action is fixing to start. All these planets just came from Pisces. So Leo, you have to understand that in Pisces, it's more about your thoughts. It's more about, I don't know how to explain it. It's more like it's spiritual things, right? Not physical things. Aries is more about action, about physical things that you can do and see. So I do feel like you've been going through this really emotional period, most likely as we move through that Pisces season. As Aries season came in, Leo, you definitely felt the push, but you still feel a little stuck, still unsure of which location, which direction to take. But interesting because the lesson learned is the temple path. And I just want to say you have 2, 12, and 35. The numbers can be significant, but the temple path says that this is the path your soul chose for this lifetime. So, Leo, you're probably questioning yourself and saying, I feel like I made a mistake, or maybe I'm taking too long to do something. And Spirit's telling you, no, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're something you're supposed to be learning. And then, of course, the first chakra coming out for the outcome. Root chakra is very much like every time I see the root chakra cards, I always think of my past. History, what you brought in this world, ancestors, that type of situation. A lot of times, root chakra, there could be blockages there where I feel like people call them, what's the word people call them? Like generational things that you deal with, like maybe your parents dealt with them, and then your parents' parents. You see what I'm saying? And Leo, most likely, if you're watching this video, then you're the one. You're the one that stops the situation, right? Because you gain the wisdom and you start learning and you start realizing, like, hey, this has been an issue all this many times, and I'm going to stop it here so it doesn't move forward in my family line. You see what I'm trying to say? All right, let's pull a little tarot, and this time I'm going to use the Wisdom Elemental Wisdom Tarot. Let's look at that journey card in reverse. Leo, why is journey a challenge? Why is the journey a challenge? And why is it in reverse? So the Two of Wands comes out. You have an important decision to make. It's really interesting because the Two of Wands is, to me, has always been about expectations. You always see that the person has the two wands in front of them normally, and they're always like offering the world to one side, but there's two choices. It's like they never take into consideration the other option. In this particular tarot deck, the wands are laying behind her. She's not even looking at the choices. She's more focused on the purpose. And I feel like that's why this is so challenging. It's because you are worried about an expectation, Leo. And I just want to say expectations, like I know this is odd, but there's a Leo out there with like the expectation is the instead of like wanting more, this Leo is saying like no, it's gonna be bad. You see what I'm trying to say? Like it's not gonna be good. Like it's not gonna turn out well. It's like lower expectations, not necessarily higher expectations. Many times when there's expectations with the Two of Wands, it's like you expect something big because she's offering the world to this thing, right? So it's something big. But this Leo, it's very much like, like they just think it's not going to be good. The judgment card comes out, and the judgment card just, your purpose, follow your purpose. Spirit's calling for you, and most likely you're seeing signs, you're being guided, you know what your purpose is and what you need to do. But I do feel like you're hung up on a certain situation, and it's possible that it's going to be the person and not the purpose. So let's look at the temple path. Your soul says that this is where you're supposed to be. You chose to be here to choose, you chose to learn this lesson. So we have the Hermit, that's the spiritual awakening. And then we have the Four of Cups. Excuse me. So a Four of Cups is very much that card that says it's possible you're blocking something out, Leo. You're not seeing something clearly. It's like Spirit's always trying to give the Four of Cups a new offer, and the Four of Cups is always too busy worried about the Three Cups they already have. So I do feel like there's something in your spiritual awakening, something spiritual you're learning, because the Faith card came out and said Spirit's right beside you. So I feel like it's possible that you're in this kind of stuck issue where it's time to get moving. That Aries energy is pushing you. It's got to do with your purpose, but you're not really sure which direction to take. And I think that's kind of what you're missing out at. So let's look at the first chakra, because that's going to be, Leo, that's going to be the answer. So let's see, why is the first chakra here as the outcome? So we have the Page of Cups coming out. Normally for the Page of Cups, I get forgiveness, like I'm sorry. And then we have Page of Wands. Yes, there's definitely pages, remember, are young, they're new, and many times they're fearful. Page of Wands is that spiritual awakening. I do feel like you are in some sort of this could definitely even be like a I don't want to like speak it into existence, but someone could definitely be experiencing like a dark night of the soul. They need to offer themselves forgiveness. And it's very possible that they need to offer someone in their own family. Because I definitely seem like a family, what's that word? Lineage, like a tree line, like a family tree. You know what I'm trying to say? And I definitely feel like they've been suffering from something repeatedly over and over and over. So it's the spiritual awakening. Look at that. There's Jupiter. But it's the spiritual awakening that's actually going to heal the situation because that is forgiveness, where you offer forgiveness. It's very possible, Leo, that someone's done something to you and you tell them, you know what? I know you're sorry. I'm good to go. I forgive you. And you go on your own spiritual awakening. So the Wheel of Fortune does represent Jupiter. So I just want to say, bottom of the deck, pretty interesting that comes out. I do feel like Jupiter is going to somehow expand your wisdom, your knowledge of this journey, and most likely your spirituality as well. All right, let's do guidance. And actually, I think we're going to pull from the chakra love cards. So we have trust came out first. It's raining, guys, so if it gets loud, I apologize. We have self-love. And we have fertility. Interesting. All right, let's look at the first one, trust. So trust is the third eye chakra. Trust your intuition. It is in contact with a higher source of knowledge. Self-love came out next, the heart chakra. You can only love others as much as you love yourself. And then fertility came out, super interesting, and could have something to do with this family situation. It says, let your life burst forth from the seeds of creation. Peach moonstone. Interesting. All right. So let's close it out for Leo with the Moonology Oracle. Again, this is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. Leo, I do feel like you are emotional this week, but you're also very much in your thoughts, just trying to get guidance, figure out which direction to go. I feel like the very first, the faith card, believe you're not alone. Spirit is right beside you and ask for guidance and it will come. I feel like Spirit's just asking you to ask and Spirit will show you. Believe in the impossible, my favorite, the blue moon. It's time to release negativity, the full moon in Scorpio, and a time for healing, the Bosmic moon. All right, Leo, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all those very good things. And I'm just going to clean up really quickly, guys, and we will jump to Sagittarius. Hi, James. James from Twitch. Hi, Miss Tina. Miss Tina, me and Junior got you something today for Mother's Day. I think you're going to like it. Yes, breaking generational curses. Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. All right, so just cleaning up from Leo. So I just want to say, Leo, if you're still watching, I'm going to venture to say that you have you're probably on the twin journey and you have twins in your family. And yeah, you're definitely going to be the one that breaks something, brings something to an end. No more of this nonsense. My oldest son is a Leo, and he's definitely very much at a fork in the road, I guess you could say, in life, in your early adult life. I don't know. I remember when I was his age and I thought everything was such a panic and you had to worry and stress about everything. And he calls me and tells me, you know, like, I don't know what to do about this or I'm worried about that. And I'm like, ah, son, it'll pass. It'll pass. Remember when we were young and it was such a big deal? Like now it's like, no, not so much. All right, so almost ready for Sagittarius. I'm just going to grab a drink really quickly. I just seen something move. That was weird. All right, let's timestamp for Sagittarius. 3022 for Sagittarius. This is going to be for the week of May 9th through May 15th of 2022. I do keep wanting to say May 2nd, so that's weird. Maybe something happened to Sagittarius on May 2nd. But yeah, so this is for May 9th through May 15th. Sagittarius, at the intro, I talked about Jupiter moving into Aries, actually several planets moving into Aries. But I'm most excited about Jupiter, and I do feel like it's going to bring us some sort of expansion, some sort of good fortune. So I do want to focus on that energy, and I am using magical time. So let's see, how is Jupiter moving into Aries going to affect Sagittarius? May 9th through May 15th. Something's going to happen in the Sagittarius reading, guys. I can tell already because the cards are trying to do stuff. All right, let's see what comes out. So we have gentleness, kindness, and partnership, and change on the bottom. All right. So strength is gentle, true kindness has wings, love in action endures. I always get like Mother Teresa with this card, right? Like she's holding this angel's holding the birds, very gentle, very compassionate, very, there's a lot of love coming from this angel, right? Kindness coming out, same thing. Live with compassion. Open your heart to all life forms. Be an angel with hands. Open your heart to all life forms stuck out to me. Partnership also comes out. Learn to grow with others. Overcome obstacles. Work by working together. Touch each other's hearts while life lasts. All right, so I can already pick up what's happening for Sagittarius, but let's keep going. Change is on the bottom. You're transforming. Let go of the past. Embrace the light and joy of this new day. That's what's happening. So yes, Jupiter's coming in Sagittarius, and yes, Jupiter is going to bring wisdom, massive wisdom, expansion, growth, all those very good things. But Mercury retrograde is going to hit Sagittarius. You definitely have an old partner coming around that most likely you could still have some what's the word, not nice feelings for at the moment, Sagittarius. I just want to say, Sagittarius, love everyone unconditionally. That is what we're supposed to be doing, but I do sense a little bit of toxicity, and I do sense a little bit of like, I don't want to say angry. It's more of like disappointment. It's really not even like Sagittarius isn't angry at this person. It's possible this person is angry at Sagittarius because Sagittarius didn't do it their way. I get that. But I feel like Sagittarius isn't angry. Sagittarius is disappointed. It's more, it's a very much like a, yeah, like the energy just shoots way down, like a downer. Just, yeah, just this person has done something to Sagittarius. So it was just very disappointing. Maybe you didn't expect it, something like that. But what's going to happen here is you're already going to have that wisdom. You're going to know, one, Rosa said this is Mercury retrograde, and that's why this person's coming back around. But you're also going to know that it's about transformation. You're going to be able to let this go. It's like it brings closure to the situation. Now, again, Sagittarius, I really don't like point saying that stuff because I feel like as tarot readers, we're always saying somebody's coming back or somebody's going away. If they come back, does it mean that they're coming back to stay forever? Absolutely not. And if they leave, does it mean that they're leaving forever? Absolutely not. So, guys, I mean, we have to, what's the word? Me and Junior have been making jokes about the word common knowledge. That's our new favorite word. It's like, a little bit like common sense, right? Like, it doesn't mean it's forever. It just means that there's definitely a period where this person doesn't need to be here. And I do sense that because these two people are not. There's no match here. The Sagittarius that I'm talking to is definitely elevated, and the other person is in a much, in those lower vibrational energies that I always talk about, with the cone, where anger and fear and that kind of stuff. This person is definitely down there. All right, so let's pull from the Energy Oracle. And let's see what is going on with Sagittarius. Mercury retrograde coming in for sure. All right, let's look at the challenge and obstacle. What's the challenge and obstacle for Sagittarius? May 9th through May 15th. So we have the World card and, okay, interesting. Okay. So the World card is very much about like opportunities, but I don't think this is necessarily opportunities. I heard I'm watching you when I turned it over, and at first it creeped me out, and I was like, oh my God, somebody's watching Sagittarius. No, it's just spirit. It's just God. But it's not like creepy stalker dude, like Page of Swords type of thing. It's spirit watching you to see if you've learned something, if you're ready for something else. I feel like what's going to happen, Sagittarius, is you're going to be, that is so weird. What is that? Okay. Never mind. I feel like you're going to be a little bit of a test, right? This person comes back in, and it's a little bit of a test of, are you going to go back and revert to this, lower vibrational energy, or are you ready for new opportunities that Spirit has for you? Let's look at lesson learned. We have victory, and it's in reverse. So that just tells me, Sagittarius, please don't get upset. It just means that you never experienced a victory with this person. It means it's always been like a defeat. You see what I'm trying to say? And let's look at outcome. So we have the garden and the gate, and it's in reverse. I kind of like that it's in reverse. It tells me you're not scared anymore, Sagittarius, because in upside right, the garden and the gate says there's this mass expansion out here. And remember, Jupiter expansion. It's very much about like your spirituality. You see all that white light outside this locked gate. She's wearing the key, and she can go outside this gate anytime she wants, but she chooses to stay in the garden, in the gate, because she feels safe there. And that's what you've broken out of. You finally use the key, and you finally move out into the expansion, right? You're not fearful now. I feel like most likely it's possible, Sagittarius, that you've known this person for a long time. I do see the wedding ring. You could have even been married to this person, but I feel like you tried for a long, long time to stay in this safe place, in this garden, trying to tend to this thing, tend to it, and tend to it. And it's like you finally realize that the victory is not there. The victory is out here in the expansion, right? All right, so bottom of the deck, absolutely, we have seventh chakra. Seventh chakra is your crown chakra, and it is about the connection to spirit. All right, let's use Llewellyn Tarot for Sagittarius. Ooh. All right, let's look at the World card and the challenge or obstacle. So we have the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is that loss. I do feel like this has already happened. This is someone coming back, and it's already been ended. You've already like suffered from the grief. It's very possible that you're still in the grief. It could definitely be kind of a newer situation for some of you. But Five of Cups says that you're not able to look up. You're not able to see that bridge that takes you on to your abundant future. You always see that big mansion on the other side of the bridge, but the person is always looking at the spilt cups, they don't never see the two cups that are upright behind them. And it's very much about a loss, suffering, grieving. And I do feel like that's what has happened, or could still even be happening. I don't sense it as strong. I feel like it's in the past, and it's very much like closing a chapter out, right? And we have the Queen of Pentacles, new resources. So I do feel like Spirit's saying, let this go so these new opportunities can come in. Find new resources. You don't, if this person, again, I'm kind of getting like the wedding, like a marriage, like this person was some sort of provider. Most likely you had a lot of fear to break free, right? Sagittarius, it was like, I have to go out on my own and do something on my own, and I have to find my own resources. Let's look at victory in reverse. So we have the Knight of Swords. That's it, right? That's my clue card for the breakup. It says that this messenger, because knights are messengers, comes in and gives you this message that you're free to go do whatever it is you want to do. And I feel like Sagittarius, you finally realized that the victory wasn't where you were, so you were able to release this person. King of Cups could definitely be the person. So King of Cups is like a counselor, a mentor, a therapist. I know that my tarot cards are not in reverse, but this card would definitely be in reverse. You trusted this person. I feel like you told this person everything. You trusted this person with your heart. I just want to mention too that the King of Cups is my twin flame clue card for divine masculine. So Sagittarius, this could be your divine masculine counterpart. You finally released, you finally let go. You finally realized the victory isn't the way you wanted it. The victory is going to be when you yourself move out into this expansion, right? Let's look at the garden and the gate. Where are you going? Where are you headed? So we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles says you finally release something and let go. And we have the Tower coming out. Whoa. I didn't expect that at all. So let's keep going and find out what is the Tower. You release something and experience a Tower moment. Okay, so I just want to say really quickly, I feel like Spirit's saying no. Okay, but here's what happens. Towers don't always have to be bad, right? Most likely you're holding on to something really tightly, Sagittarius, because you're scared to let it go. And then what happens when you finally release, when you finally say, you know what, I'm tired of being disappointed. I'm tired of this person letting me down. I'm going to go do this thing on my own. I'm going to open the gate and I'm going out here and I'm going to release, because that's what the Four of Pentacles is about, releasing, right? And then this Tower moment comes in. Guys, Tower moments don't have to be bad. It could shock you. It could surprise you. The Tower moment could be that you're shocked you were able to do this on your own, Sagittarius, especially if you've been with this person for a long time, especially if you're married to this person. Yes, definitely could bring you a Tower moment. When I kicked out my karmic of 20-year marriage, I experienced a Tower moment that lasted about 3 months. I'm not joking. And then of course people could say, well, that was your dark night of the soul. Well, absolutely. But the shock from being able to do it, being able to break away, was definitely a Tower moment. I can't leave it like that though, guys. So let's pull a little more tarot and find out what is the Tower. What is the Tower? The Ace of Swords. So I love that it's an ace because it means it's something new. It's a victory. Do you see the crown? You come up with a new plan. The Ace of Swords is very much about having a strategy. Look at that. The Chariot on the bottom, the Ride or Die, the Protector. So I do sense a lot of victory. I don't feel like the Tower is going to be something scary. It's definitely going to shock you, but not necessarily something bad. I don't know why I'm picking them up like we're done. Let's do some guidance. All right, Sagittarius, let's see. What does Spirit have to say about the situation? You're definitely breaking free from some type of partnership. Finally, it's like you finally release the person and stop expecting them to do something, and you start doing something on your own. But do remember Mercury retrograde. So if you haven't talked to this person, or if you're separated from this person, it's definitely the time that it's possible they will return. All right, so we have narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. So Spirit's saying, like, don't go back to doing the old things that you already know don't work because you've already overcome the obstacles. It says you can overcome anything. And then the miracle card comes out. Expect the wondrous to emerge. I do feel like something new. It is very much like a test. Like, are you ready, Sagittarius? And Sagittarius says, yes, I'm ready. And then some sort of wish is granted because I always see like the genie in the bottle type of situation with the miracles card. All right, let's close it out for Sagittarius with the Moonology Oracle. And this is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. I just dropped one. Oh, it's my favorite one, too. All right, so let's shuffle it back in. All right, Sagittarius. Not necessarily very emotional. I know that King of Cups is out there next to that Knight of Swords, but I think you're ready. It's time to release negativity. It's the full moon in Scorpio. Confidence is going to be your key to success. So be confident, Sagittarius. Know that what you're doing is what you need to be doing, what's best for you. Meditate and contemplate, and it's the new moon in Pisces. All right, Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope this reading was helpful. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all those very good things. And that's it, guys. That's the fire signs for the week of May 9th through May 15th of 2022. Thank you guys for helping. That is so sweet. I love that. The Facebook, that is so cool. Twitch, if you're new, please hit that follow button. I see Jenna came in to say hi to us today. Yes, yes, it is. It is right after this week. So we will definitely be talking about that full moon as we work into next week. But that full moon in Scorpio comes in. So I show it on my calendar on the 16th, guys. But if I remember correctly, it's gonna be more like the 15th, the night of the 15th. It's very possible that it's like at midnight on the 16th. Most likely that's why. But I don't want you guys to think that like it doesn't matter really. That energy is there for a minute. But I just want you guys to know the right time. I want to say it was midnight. So right at the early mornings of the 16th. The Scorpio new moon, lunar eclipse. Definitely a big one. Yeah. I can definitely sense that full moon energy coming, and we're how many weeks out? You know what I mean? Like, I guess we're only 10 days out, but yeah, like I feel like it's already here. It's hard for me and divine strength, tell me how this works for you. Like, it's hard for me to set these dates. They make us, YouTube, you got to set the date so that, the algorithm can pick you up and people will know like what you're talking about. Everything, it's like this niche very much has already set way of doing it. And I've noticed bigger channels try to take the dates out and make timeless videos, and it just doesn't seem to really work. You really have to stick with the dates. And I kind of understand that. I get that. But when you're like me and you feel the energy super early, it's kind of hard to be focused on May 9th through May 15th. You see what I'm trying to say? I mean, it's not hard to read the cards. I can tell like what's going to happen. But I'm already at the moon. You see what I'm trying to say? I'm already at that full moon. But it kind of helps out too, wouldn't you say, divine strength? Because you get to experience the things before the mass collective. You see what I'm trying to say? If you get to feel those energies early, you get to feel it and see what's coming for the collective. And you can many times, I try to give you guys a warning, like, this moon's going to be fierce, or, I'm trying to say. But yeah, I don't think I definitely felt like the solar eclipse was going to be a little harder than it was, and it actually wasn't. So I really feel like this lunar eclipse, whatever we're closing out, again, I've kind of been waiting for the last, well, over a year now, and this lunar eclipse at this Scorpio full moon. Um, but again, I don't feel like it's going to be as negative as I had in my mind. You know what I'm trying to say? It's funny how we always try to like, it's always worst case scenario. You know what I mean? And yeah, like the solar eclipse wasn't that bad, and I really don't feel like the lunar eclipse is going to be that bad either. Yes, Mercury. So Diana says we're already experiencing tech issues. And yes, and that is Mercury retrograde. So yes, definitely phones, tablets, computers, laptops. My computer has been going so slow for 3 days. It's driving me crazy. Every time I click something and I go to share, I have to click and then I have to sit there and wait. Click, wait, click, wait. You know what I mean? Internet's been crashing, going slow. Yes, all the wonderful Mercury retrogrades. I do too. I do too. And I know Divine Strength, I'm not sure. I know your channel is newer too. But I noticed like people still watch my old ones. It doesn't matter what date you put on them. It's like they see the thumbnail or something because I really don't name them very much. I feel like when I did the individual videos, I did, but since we've been doing the four elements live, yeah, I don't really name them. So it's super weird that people are drawn to them and still watch them. But yeah, I still see it like on my TubeBuddy. It still shows me, so many views for this video you put out 2 months ago. It's like, wow, okay. But then there could be people like me. I don't know about you guys, but I go back and watch them because I want to see, did that happen? And it does. It does, guys. It happened just a few weeks ago, when the whole surprise with my youngest son moving, it wasn't a surprise. It wasn't a surprise at all. I went back and watched the Aries video for the week before and talked about the whole thing. So you see, I got to pay attention to my own readings too. Yes, yeah, I understand that. Divine Strength says I'm always pre-shadow tired. Yes. Absolutely. By the time it gets here, I'm good. Everybody's freaking out, and I'm like, yeah, I'm totally fine. Yes, yeah, I do. I've seen that too. Absolutely. I wish we didn't have to put the dates on there. Um, I've never tried not to put the dates just because I've watched other bigger channels try to do it and it not work for them. And I feel like if you've got 600,000 subscribers and that doesn't work for you, then yeah, I'm not even gonna try doing that. So you know what I mean? So yeah, we'll just stick to the way it's been done. Thank you guys so much for coming in and helping me. Let's see, should I talk about anything? We do have the Etsy reading. The Etsy shop still has the Mother's Day sale. So guys, make sure to go check that out. I think it's 15% off. Look, Sandra's on it. She's like, mention these things. I understand. I understand. So yes, guys, the Etsy shop sale, 15% off for Mother's Day. And then we are doing the current energy update for May 2022, Twin Flame extended video. If you haven't watched the free one, make sure to go watch that first. And we are doing a live Facebook event. It is a paid Facebook event. I do want to mention that. I do charge $9.99 for these events. I am going to plan on doing these each month. But I did find the coupon button, guys. So I have set it. So if you purchase your spot before May 11th, it is 50% off. And you can join us for a mere $4.99. I will offer free individual readings at the end. Of course, depending on how many people come in, I will choose as many as I can. Guys, we're still very new to the Facebook, okay? We're still very new to the monetization. I did what do they call it? Boost the post, like where you advertise it. I did share it everywhere, so it is possible we're going to have more people than last time. But I feel like it's still going to be a pretty a small group where everybody can still get their questions asked, blah, 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 answered. So that's going to be on the 16th. We're doing that on the full moon. The 16th is the lunar eclipse. So hence the picture, of course. I'm trying to get it off, guys. It won't go off. There we go. But yeah, so make sure to check out my Facebook page. If you haven't checked it out, followed, please do so. I do announce on there anytime that we're doing the extended readings. And we've also going to start doing Facebook lives where we're just on Facebook. So make sure you're following the page, liking the page so you can get those announcements too. Sandra helped me do a live in a Facebook group Wednesday, and I have never done a live in a different group other than my own. We had several people come in. I should probably share that, maybe, I guess, Sandra, so that they could check that group out. I'll do that next time, guys, or I'll put it down in the description box. I can't even remember what the name of the group was at the moment, but wonderful energy. It was so exciting. I think Sandra said we did 16 free readings that night, and we got several followers, so that was super, super exciting. So yes, guys, make sure to follow the Facebook page for sure. Since we did get monetized on Facebook before YouTube, we're definitely putting a lot more focus on Facebook. We are still on Twitch too, so don't forget Twitch, guys. If you guys have Twitch, please go in there and follow me. I feel like I'm finally learning a few things about Twitch. It's a lot harder than it looks. Those tarot readers that you see on Twitch are amazing, and they are doing wonderful, big, big things. The average viewer count is definitely going to be the holdup with Twitch. So I'm going to start focusing on that once we really get more comfortable with Facebook. So if you're watching us on Twitch, just know that we are going to put more time into it, but we're just expanding, we're growing. I'm so excited to be on Twitch and so excited you guys come in and follow. I appreciate you guys so very much. But eventually we will get some moderators over there also. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. I don't think I'm going to do any free readings. I know I said I would. Let me know. I swear I'm a liar. Just tell me. If someone out there, you want one, you can't wait, shoot it out. I'll do it real quick. But it is 3 o'clock, and Amelia's fixing to come home. Junior's home, and yeah, I want to go spend some time with them. Sandra says, I can't figure Twitch out. End up on videos, really not looking for. It was hard for me to learn how to search on Twitch. So are you doing it on your phone, Sandra, or are you doing it on your laptop? I noticed it's easier on my laptop than it is on my phone. Like there's more options than it gives me on my phone. But I think we're up to like 31. I want to say we were up to like 31. All right, guys, let me know. Does anyone out there want a card, a reading, have a question? Thank you, Divine Strength, so much for doing the Facebook. That's super awesome. Ah, she says her main computer, the dinosaur. I feel like mine's I don't know. It can't be too old. It has Windows 10 on it. But yeah, I feel like it's seen its day. I put so much information on it. It's time for a new one for sure. All right, guys, I don't see anybody saying anything. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you so, so very much. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't be afraid of Mercury retrograde, guys. We have all learned the things, so implement those lessons. And if the people are ready to come back, yay. If not, send them on their way. All right, guys, I'm always sending you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you.